Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is the B Tutor. I just wanted to show a quick workflow that I use for making beats right now. Something that I've been trying to come up with for a while now, because I don't care for making beats in DAW, because I have a Studio One, but I don't care for using it in that way. And basically what I'm doing is I'm using Studio One as a bridge to rewire Reason Essentials in, and then I'm using Maschine, and I'm drag and dropping the samples, mainly drum samples, because I'm gonna use the note repeat, or the sample or the sampler from Maschine, and I'm drag and dropping the audio from here into Reason. And if you're familiar with Maschine, you just click and hold here for drag and drop audio, and they'll do what it needs to do, and you move it where you want to move it to. And yeah, you could you move it over here, and it creates a whole new track for it, and they'll actually call it the track that it's actually named, or sound, I should say. But other than that, this wouldn't be possible if Reason didn't integrate the audio features. And it's great, in my opinion. The sound quality for Reason Essentials is better than Reason 5, even, in my opinion, because I compared beats that I made with Maschine to Reason beats that I made with Reason 5, and the quality that Maschine was giving me was way better. So I had stopped using Reason altogether anyway. But I figured I'd go ahead and upgrade, and get Reason Essentials. And as you can see, I pulled up a full project so you could see, like with the mixer board, because this is what you get. I mean, you get this mixing board, so it's a little bit more organized, and it's it kind of looks intimidating, but it's really not that intimidating. It's real easy. You got your master insert effects here you can load, and this is the one that I typically use, because it just turns everything up. And I always like that. I always like that sound, and plus there's tweaks that I do to my instruments and drums anyway. But now, and that's what I've always wanted. I always wanted the ability to take sounds from somewhere else and mix the beat, and give it that same sound quality that Reason gives me. So basically everything matches, and you could do that now. So that's the workflow that I come up with, and it's easy. If you have 2 monitors, or a big screen monitor, so drag and drop audio into Reason is not hard. And I'll show you right here. These are WAV files from that I did. This is a different project, but I got 2 of them right here. I got some hi-hats. I used the no repeat for the hi-hats, and then I used massive, and I just drag and dropped them over and mixed them accordingly. And that's one of the reasons why I like Reason, is because of the sequencer. The sequencer is money. Everything about Reason, the way it's built, it's when you buy something, you want it to work. And when Native Instruments first came out, I don't know, it took a while. You wait for updates, and I guess that's the name of the game. As long as they're not charging for the updates, you know what I mean? It's all good. I think that instead of coming out with the new controller, which I don't care for, I don't like the pads. That's my preference. They could have spent more time trying to figure out how they work the multi-core capability, but it's cool though. It's a win-win, because now I'm using all I'm doing now is just using Maschine as a tool, like how basically MPC is. You know, it was a tool. You did what you needed to do with the drums. It gave your drums what the sound it needed. You know, I mean, and the swing is not an issue because, you know, the regroove mixer right here gives me my MPC capabilities with my swings, so I can load, you know, sounds and, you know, and tweak them. The only thing that I couldn't do, and you know, so certain drum sounds, if you need swing, you have to do it from Reason. And if you want a certain type of swing, because this regroove mixer gives you different flavors of swing, whereas the swing in Maschine is a little, you know, it's a basic swing. So I wouldn't use Maschine for the swing, but if I need swing, I'll just use the redrum, load up a redrum and use the swing. But being able to just drag and drop the audio from Maschine into Reason, I can do drums that way. I could, you know, you could literally, you know, just do your drums that way. And instead of doing all your drums at once, I would suggest starting out one by one. You know, load up your kick, or have them all here, right? And then just do your kick sound, export it out, go to the next pattern, do your snare sound, export it out, go to the next pattern. Because while it's playing, and that's the cool thing with Maschine, the loop up here is off the hook, because no matter how many bars you use, it will match. It will never be it will never not sync. Basically, it always syncs. So it could be 8 bars in Maschine, but if I got 16 bars on Studio One or in Reason, because it's rewired, so if I make it 16, it'll go 16, or however long I want it to. It'll go for however long I want it to. But I know it's going to be that's kind of really irrelevant, because when you export it out, it's going to be an 8-bar clip or 8-bar loop or 8-bar pattern, and you just export it out, put it in there, and then copy and paste. You know. Or you can do, what is that, control and drag, for those that you don't know. Excuse me. But, yeah, that's just something that I wanted to show. That's just a workflow that I've come up with. And I'm basically just using Maschine, because like I said, I don't like the DAW. But in order for me to still use my note repeat, and use my sampling, you know, excuse the bump. I bumped this keyboard tray here. In order for me to use my note repeat, my sampling, this is how I have to do it. And it works for me because I spent a lot of money on Maschine. I'm gonna use it, you know. So, you know, you're still able to. Plus, I mean, if you get like Reason's Essentials, you already have a sound library. You just use your sound library, whatever it is. Just use your sound library. You know, and load your sounds. So, like I said, just a workflow I wanted to show. If you have any questions at all, just send me a direct message or post comments. I'll try to get back as soon as possible. But have a good day.